All right, this is Malachi Woodard with InnovationAudio.com.
I'm Denisha Bowman with Journey to Producing.
We're going to just kind of go into how we both got into music production. I guess I'll go first. Whenever I was younger, I always kind of liked music. It was kind of like a background thing to me, though. And I'd never really found what exactly interested me until probably around high school. That's whenever I got into music. It just kind of opened up, I guess, a whole lot of inspiration for me to actually get into it. Because up until that point, I never really had any very interesting hobbies to say, per se, that I guess did. So, like, whenever I got into music, I kind of started listening to all kinds of other bands that I had kind of had in the back of my head and that I wanted to listen to. And then I discovered a band called Metallica. You know, a whole lot of people know about it. They kind of inspired me to get into guitar. And then whenever I kind of got my first guitar at I think I was around 16 or 17. I started really getting into it and playing almost really like hours upon hours a day, you know, just sitting in my room learning songs, you know. So I guess after a while of learning how to play guitar, I kind of started wanting to actually write my own music. And whenever I did, I guess that opened up the idea of actually learning how to produce it. So I started with like GarageBand, and I started like plugging my guitar in with an iRig, which is basically just a guitar cable that you can plug into your phone. And you could pretty much record from there. I kind of just started recording my ideas, and once I started doing that, I started learning about how it was actually made in real studios on real records, and I would research about it and look up any sort of piece of advice I could get about getting into recording music and producing it. And then I realized that I also needed a job. So in high school, I was really thinking about doing something in trades, but whenever I got to Vol State here in Gallatin, Tennessee, I didn't really like what I was doing. I was doing IT at the time, and I knew I didn't need to go down that route because I wasn't going to enjoy it. I mean, sure, it would have made me money, but, you know, it just wouldn't have been a good fit for me. So eventually, I started looking through the programs that Vol State had, and I saw that there was a music production program, and I just figured that was almost perfect for me, just knowing my interest and passions, and that just kind of got me into the world of producing for me. What about you?
Kind of the same as you starting off. I've always loved music since I was a little kid. I love to sing. My brother sung, my dad sung. Not professionally, but they just love to sing around the house or in church, and I just really loved it. Once I got to like the 10th grade, I got my first piano and my first guitar. When I was bored or not playing sports, I just really tried to learn how to play the songs that I enjoyed the most on the radio. And I would watch YouTube videos, see how I could play those songs. And it made me feel like really good that I could learn something that I never got taught professionally. I really just try to learn how to do a lot of things on my own. Once I got to college, I went to West Virginia State, and I was studying physical therapy there. I was not really happy there. A lot of classes wasn't making me happy, and I decided to change my major. And I came home after 2 years, and I was like, you know, I want to do something that I really enjoy. I knew that music never died from my heart, so I looked into Vol State's programs, and they had music production program, like you said, and I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. And ever since I've been here, it's just been great. I've learned so much. I kind of know where I want to go with it now. It's just so many options that you can do with music now. I just want to be able to explore everything. I've always wanted to make music, so I really hope that I can be able to make music that younger kids or people in the future would really enjoy.
Yeah, I understand completely. You know, I think both of our paths, you know, even though that everyone's path is different in music production, you know, but I mean, it all has like a rudimentary thing about enjoying what you're doing. Because, you know, you don't go here to be a billionaire or, you know, like someone that wants to be a doctor, which is nothing wrong with that. But, you know, some people really enjoy it. And I think it's just about, for most people, whether music production or not, you know, just do what you want to do. As long as you can make a steady, decent living out of it and make sure you're able to actually live properly. And I think that's fine, you know, and music production has a great avenue for any sort of possibilities.
Yes, it is.
I think it's a good thing that people are finding that more and more with the internet and stuff, so I think that makes it available to pretty much anybody, any information about anything.
I love that with music production, you didn't have to go to school for it. A lot of people are learning on their own now, and
Yeah.
making millions of dollars, even just
yeah.
just doing what they love and putting themselves out there and expressing themselves to the world and finding out like who really likes who they are, and it's amazing. I really like it.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. We'll see y'all back on the next one. So thank you.
All right, thank you.